ক্রিকেটে বয়স কোনো বাধাই নয়, মন চাইলে আবার নেমে পড়া যায় মাঠে, তুল্য মূল্যে দেখিয়ে দেওয়া যায় নাও উই আর অলসো ম্যাচ ফিট। আর এই ধারণাকে সামনে রেখেই দুবাইতে আগামী 28শে জানুয়ারি থেকে 13ই ফেব্রুয়ারি অনুষ্ঠিত হতে চলেছে মাস্টার চ্যাম্পিয়ন লিগ, যেখানে অংশগ্রহণ করছেন সৌরভ গঙ্গোপাধ্যায়, জ্যাক ক্যালিস, বীরেন্দ্র সেহবাগ, ব্র্যাড হগ, সাঙ্গাকারার মতো বিশ্বের তারকা ক্রিকেটাররা, যেখানে সৌরভকে নির্বাচন করা হয়েছে টিম লিব্রা লেজেন্ডসের অধিনায়ক হিসেবে।
Why you choose Dada as the captain of your team?
Would you not choose Dada as the captain of your team? Of course, when we have Dada in our team, we want him to captain our team. His experience is brilliant. He's got experience in all fields, for that matter, and we've seen what he's done with the Indian cricket team when he was a captain there. So we want Dada to captain our team, and we want to win. So we have Dada in our team, and he will captain our team. Expectation is there are 6 teams, and we want to be the winning team since we have Sourav Ganguly in our team. Who doesn't want to be the winning team? So that's our aim, our focus. We want to be the winning team.
কলকাতায় পপকর্ন স্পোর্টস অ্যান্ড এন্টারটেনমেন্ট প্রাইভেট লিমিটেডের পক্ষ থেকে আয়োজিত এক আনুষ্ঠানিক প্রেস কনফারেন্সে ভারতবর্ষের অন্যতম সেরা অধিনায়ক তথা ব্যাটসম্যান সৌরভ স্পষ্ট বলেন, আধুনিক ক্রিকেটে বয়স কোনো ফ্যাক্টর নয়, মানসিকতাটাই আসল। ক্রিকেট ধর্মের দেশ ভারতবর্ষে একজন ক্রিকেটারের একটানা 14-15 বছর ক্রিকেট খেলে যাওয়া সত্যিই উপভোগের। এর জন্য তিনি সর্বদা গর্ববোধ করেন। খোলামেলা আলাপচারিতায় তিনি রাহুল, সচিন, সেহবাগের ভূয়সী প্রশংসাও করেন। এক্সক্লুসিভ সেই আলোচনার প্রতিটি মুহূর্ত রইল আপনাদের জন্য।
When I started in 1996, we were a talented side, but I don't think we knew how to play overseas. We were always a good side at home. But then as time went on, we got a crop of very good players, rather great players in Indian cricket, the likes of Sachin, Rahul. Sachin is still playing the Masters. Rahul, VVS, who played with me a few months ago, Anil, Virendra Sehwag, who will be a part of us. So we've got some great players in that group, and we went through an era where we believed that we could win anywhere, whether it's in Australia, England, West Indies, Pakistan. And we did actually for the period from 2000 to probably 2009, 6 years under me and then under Rahul. And then Anil came in and we just kept winning everywhere in test matches. Obviously Dhoni took over the one-day format and he won as well. So I've seen Indian cricket grow from one phase to the other, from one stage to the other, and it was really heartening to see that. It's been a little bit of a difficult period since 2011 with performances away from the home, but I'm sure with the talent they have in Indian cricket in the dressing room, I'm sure they'll find a way to solve it.
Cricketers are, how should I put this? We assume they're obsessed with numbers. They're obsessed with statistics. You didn't come across as a batsman obsessed with statistics. Were you ever?
I was not obsessed with statistics, but I was aware of statistics. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, because that's a mark of your success. That's a mark of how good you are. The number of runs you get, because at the end of the day, you're judged by the number of runs and the number of wickets. And we've got some players in our team who have got some unbelievable record. Look at Jack Callis. I've been fortunate enough to play all throughout my life with him. Seen a great player perform in international arena for a long time. I played against him a few days ago. He's still playing. And he
still looks like he could rip anybody's head off with his size.
And he can still play for South Africa. And to have him in the side is something unbelievable. Graham Swan, probably the best off spinner I have seen for England in that era. And most of them are playing cricket. You look at Brad Hogg at the age of 43, Michael Lumb, and you look at the other side, Sehwag, Jayawardene, Sangakkara, you just name them, and Michael Vaughan. There have been some great names who will be a part of it, so it'll be great fun.
You mentioned how you saw Sachin playing the other day in America. You were playing as well, and you were hitting a long ball as well. So now we're going to see you playing in this league as well. But does the bat still hit the ball the same way? Can you still feel that sweet spot?
Yeah, I was surprised actually in America. When I landed in that stadium the first day and I walked up to the pitch and I looked at at the boundaries, I said, Jesus, I can't clear them, because I hadn't picked a cricket bat for 2 years in a match situation. And then I went into a T20 game and played some singles, and I realized that if I keep playing singles, I won't be able to get it back into the dressing room. So it's better I hit the ball. And I hit some and it cleared, and it just got the confidence back. I don't know how to say it. I didn't feel that I've stopped playing the game. I and it was such an amazing feeling. Callis was playing. He still bowled sharp. He still hit the deck hard. There was Daniel Vittori, the current players, and I was surprised to see the way I hit the ball.
You know, I was mentioning about how in every other league now we're reaching a stage where, actually in life generally, life expectancy was 65, 70 at one time, many years back. Now we've got most of my uncles and grandfathers living up to 90. So essentially speaking, everyone is now looking stronger, fitter, but still somehow cricket hasn't progressed. Why do you think that was? You know, so we have a few now, especially in the bowling department. We see them spinners being able to prolong their career. But do you think anyway that boards can be a little bit hard sometimes when they start calling for, if you're between 33 and 35 and you have 2 bad innings, no leeway at all given?
No, I don't think 33 is the age where you face that, probably when you get to 36. You look at somebody like Callis who played till the age of 40 for South Africa, and he's still
Rahul Dravid played.
Rahul Dravid. I played my last test match when I was 37. Rahul probably went on to play when he was 38, 39. So you prolong your careers, you're fit. And I don't think that's the case, but you know, in a team sport, it's different. It's not golf, you know, where nobody selects you. So in a team sport, sometimes looking at the team composition, looking at 5 years down the line, looking at World Cups, sometimes even players who are at their best have to walk away. You know, you look at Callis, he would fit into any side in the world. Look at Sangakkara. Sangakkara can fit into any test team in the world at the current moment. Jayawardene, you know, when Graham Swan finished. Daniel Vittori, he can fit into any test team in the world. Sachin Tendulkar, the way he batted in America. Sehwag. So, you know, it's, you might finish early, but you're still as good when you finish, because in a team sport that happens. And a lot of the players have to deal with it. You look at Graham Smith, he finished at the age of 34. And one of the
greatest.
greatest.
Trying to make a comeback now.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make a comeback for South Africa. Hopefully we'll see him with us. Hopefully we'll see him with us playing and hitting the ball well. So, you know, it's something in store and it's going to be fun.
You've actually had your career there. So now you've got in a different role, but do you think that kind of role is very important in cricket, where one captain has to believe in the team even if there are 4 or 5 bad innings, but you've got to see talent?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's the job of a captain, is to build a team, because no one stays captain forever. You stay captain for a period of time because you're in a group of people who are exceptionally good and who are equally capable of being a captain. You know, imagine the side I captained, which was Dravid, Tendulkar, Kumble, Lakshman, Sehwag, who were MS Dhoni, who were all equally capable of being captains of India. So, you know, so the performance...
Did that ever stress you out?
No, I think it's the way you look at it. I think sport has to be looked at the present. I've always believed sport has to be looked at the present. It's what you're doing now. You don't worry what the past was. If you may have got 2 ducks, you may have had a few failures, but on that particular day, it's your day. And I firmly believe in that. You don't know what's going to be 2 years down the line, because form is something which you never know when it goes away. Injuries, you know, you look at some of the greats of world cricket who just couldn't play because of injuries. You know, they were good. They were in and out, getting injured. Look at Michael Clark. Yeah. You know, he was so good, but couldn't play because of back problems. So there have been, you know, in sport, there's no guarantee. You know, it is such a high contact a vehicle that, you know, anything can happen to anyone. You're the footballers. You never know they'll be available next season. So that's the way it is. And I firmly believe in sport, and I also firmly believe in life that you live for the present.
When you do talk about the present, I have to say, every time we used to watch you bat, you were out there and doing what a lot of them had doubts about you at times, and then you would come back. If there was Dilip Ansarkar who was the comeback king, you had a few comebacks as well, and every time you came back, I remember Sri Lanka won series, 100, and then won 99 or something, and he got out. And I remember saying, he must be walking back with his chest really big, saying, yeah, you thought I was almost over. So that's happened with you, Sachin, everyone did have that comeback. So is it tough to pick yourself up and come back in?
No, that's part and parcel of sport. You know, we've lived in a world where we got selected. So that's the way it was. And as I said, you live for the present. Sometimes you got left out because it was not in your control and you couldn't do it. As I said, we were selected by people. So when you got your opportunity, you tried and did your best. You know, I keep telling young players, I keep telling people, young boys who come and meet me, that never lose faith in you, because that's what you can control. You know, and that's what it's going to see you through in good times, in bad times. When you're getting hundreds, keep the faith to go on getting hundreds, because you'll have a rough period. and when you're not playing well, keep the faith so that you can come back and do well with your ability and with the self-belief. And it's the same thing when you get selected. You get dropped. All you can do is, you'll get sad, you'll worry about it, but that means nothing. All you need to do is believe in yourself, wait for your opportunity, and do well.
When people get sad, they have chocolate. They watch a lot of films or they play video games. When you used to get sad, what did you do?
Watch films, eat a bit, get angry, and spend
Go back and play cricket.
spend time at home, and then go and play cricket. Luckily, in my career, in my international career, it was stretched over a long period of time, 14, 15 years, and I didn't have to be there with the great kindness of the Almighty. I didn't have to be out for a long period of time. The maximum I was left out during that period of 15 years was 6 months. And that too, it was not because of performance. So I was one of those fortunate ones, and I had some players in the team who were the fortunate ones, the likes of Dravid, Tendulkar, Kumble, who went on to play 14, 15 years. Tendulkar never ended. So from that point of view, I probably didn't suffer some of the major setbacks as some of other cricketers suffer. So I consider myself fortunate because I believe that there were many players who were better than me, and you could not play in our era because we were performing. So it happens in sport because at the end of the day, you could only pick 11. As you were talking about golf before we walked in, if you're good, you could be the 90th player in a golf tournament, the best golf tournament in the world, and if you're good, you can still be the number one. But if you're good in cricket and you don't fit in the 11, you don't get an opportunity to prove whether you're good or not. So we've lived with that all our lives, and as I said, I was really, really fortunate to be born in an era where I could play for such a long time.
I've seen you in London walk down a street very quietly in Oxford and not worry about this fame and fortune that has come your way. You're one of the few cricketers who doesn't take himself very seriously as a cricketer, even when you're commentating. Your comments are fantastic. I think people get scared when they come there, especially when you go to England and you have Nasser Hussain and you have Michael Atherton across you. I love the little jousting battles that you have. You've always spoken your mind, but you've never taken it too seriously as, oh my God, I'm a cricketer, I'm playing for India captain.
I am a person who needs his space. You are respected more than being recognized. You're respected for what you do. And I think that's with every profession, whether it's football, cricket, whether it's cinema. You want to be respected for your job, and respect does not mean howling all the time. So I enjoy my time in England, actually. You've got the right country for me.
You won't believe it. I actually was about that distance away and I screamed Dada, and I got so scared when you looked back, I looked the other way.
Which part of England was that?
This was in Oxford Street and you were walking.
Oh, Oxford Street.
And suddenly I looked back, everyone looked at me, 3-4 Dadas looked back at me, and I said,
so there are a lot more Bengalis on the Oxford Street. So I like the peace of that country. You walk on your own, you can sit anywhere, you can have a coffee on Hyde Park. It's peace with yourself, because when you're in a profession where you have fans and you have people and you're always surrounded by them. So when you get your own time, you try and make the most of it. And I've always enjoyed that peace because, it actually brings me down.
The mayhem is going to start in a certain way on the 20th. Everyone asks this question: how serious is the cricket going to be? And from what I feel, we play gully cricket. If the neighbor is bowling a ball and he gets you out, you want to hit the next one for a 6. Is that the way professional cricketers also play, even when they play any tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was in the Masters a few months ago, and Tendulkar was as serious as if he was playing test cricket. And I told him, boss, you're not playing test cricket anymore. He said, no, so many people have come to watch. You cannot make a fool of yourself. And he actually went and batted. He was training, he was practicing. And I'm sure it's going to be the same, because the names you've read out in this paper have got tremendous self-respect. They don't want to go out there and fail. Whatever age may be, some are 41, people like Callis are still playing, Michael Lumb, Brad Hogg, Sean Tate, Ryan Tendulkar, Marcus North, they all keep playing, they're current players.
And I can't wait to watch them. Any kind of cricket, actually. I'm one of those bhukas for cricket. If you're playing outside over here at the ITC, I'll go and watch you all play.